You've been sold a lie that you need a six-figure salary to ever get rich. That wealth is reserved for executives, founders, and people who got lucky. That if your paycheck is average, your future is too. It's a comforting lie because it means it's not your fault. But it's wrong, and today I'm going to prove it to you. Because some of the wealthiest people you'll ever meet earned ordinary salaries. Teachers, nurses, mechanics, people who never cracked 100,000 a year. And some of the brokest people on earth pull in massive incomes. So if income isn't the secret, what actually is? Let's decode exactly how wealth gets built on an average salary. Here's the first thing nobody tells you about money. Wealth has almost nothing to do with how much you earn. It has everything to do with the gap. The gap between what comes in and what goes out. Picture two people standing side by side. One earns 10,000 a month and spends 10,000 a month. The other earns 4,000 and spends 3. The big earner keeps nothing. 0. Every single month. The average earner keeps 1,000 every single month. Now fast forward 10 years and watch what happens. The big earner is still living paycheck to paycheck. The average earner has a growing pile of money working for them. That's the whole game right there. It was never about the size of the paycheck. It was about the size of the gap you protect and grow. Wealth is what you keep, not what you make. Now you understand why high earners go broke so often. When your income rises, your spending quietly rises to match it. A bigger paycheck buys a bigger car, a bigger house, a bigger life. And a bigger life comes with bigger bills that never stop. They look rich. They feel rich. But they own almost nothing. One missed paycheck and the whole thing can collapse. Meanwhile, the average earner with strong habits is quietly winning. Because habits beat income every single time. A disciplined person with a modest salary will outbuild a reckless one with a huge salary. Money doesn't fix bad habits. It just makes them more expensive. So if you want wealth, stop chasing a bigger number first. Start by mastering the habits that turn any number into freedom. And the most powerful habit of all has a simple name. Pay yourself first. Here's what most people do, without even thinking about it. They earn money, they pay all their bills, they buy what they want. And whatever happens to be left over, they save. But here's the brutal truth about leftovers. There are almost never any leftovers. Life always finds a way to spend whatever is sitting there. Paying yourself first flips that entire order around. The moment money hits your account, you take your slice off the top first. Before rent. Before fun. Before anything else. You move it straight into savings and investments. You treat your future like the most important bill you owe. Then you live on whatever is left, and somehow, it always works. And here's the trick that makes it effortless. Automate it. Set up an automatic transfer the day your paycheck lands. Money you never see is money you never miss. You don't rely on willpower, because willpower runs out. The system saves for you while you sleep. Start with even 10% if that's all you can do. What matters is that it happens before you can spend it. Pay yourself first, and you've already won half the battle. Now let's talk about the silent thief that ruins most people. It's called lifestyle inflation. It's the reason a raise rarely makes anyone richer. You get a raise, and within a month, it's gone. A nicer apartment. A newer phone. A few more subscriptions. Your income went up, but your savings didn't move an inch. You are running faster and standing in the exact same place. Here's the rule that breaks the cycle for good. When your income rises, Send the raise to your assets, not your lifestyle. Got a 10% raise. Keep living like you did last month. And funnel that entire raise straight into investments. You barely feel the difference in your daily life. But your wealth feels it enormously. Let your lifestyle grow slowly, on purpose, far behind your income. That growing gap is the fuel for everything that comes next. Because saving alone is only the beginning. Saving protects your money, but it won't make you wealthy. Money sitting in a basic account slowly loses value to inflation. To build real wealth, you need an engine. And that engine is investing the gap, consistently, over time. Here's the idea that changes everything. Compounding. When you invest, your money earns a return. Then that return earns its own return. And that grows, and earns more, on and on. Your money starts making money, and that money makes money too. It starts painfully slow, almost boring. But given enough time, it bends upward into something explosive. You don't need to be a genius stock picker to use it. For most people, the simplest path is a broad index fund. It quietly buys a tiny slice of hundreds of companies at once. You are not betting on one winner. You are owning the whole market. It's cheap, it's simple, and it's incredibly hard to beat. You invest your gap into it automatically, month after month. Through the good years and the scary ones. And you let time and compounding do the heavy lifting. Now let's raise the ceiling, not just protect the floor. Cutting costs has a limit. You can only trim so much. But your ability to earn has no ceiling at all. So while you save and invest, grow your earning skill too. Get better at something the world is willing to pay for. Take the course. Learn the skill. Sharpen the craft. A more valuable you earns a more valuable income. And then add a second stream of income on the side. A freelance gig. A small service. A skill you sell after hours. One income pays the bills. The second one buys your freedom. Now you are widening the gap from both directions at once. Earning more on one side, keeping more on the other. But here is the real secret weapon, and it costs nothing. Time. Time is the one advantage you can never buy back later. The person who starts early with a small amount usually wins. They beat the high earner who starts late with a big one. Because compounding rewards patience more than it rewards size. An average earner who starts at 25 can outbuild a rich one who waits. Every year you delay is a year your money can't grow. So the best time to start was years ago. The second best time is the moment this video ends. Now let me warn you about the traps that destroy this plan. The first trap is spending to look wealthy. Buying things to impress people who aren't even thinking about you. Real wealth is quiet. It's the money you don't see being spent. The second trap is debt for show. Borrowing for cars and gadgets that lose value the moment you own them. The third trap is the get-rich-quick promise. If it sounds too fast and too easy, it's built to take your money. And the last trap is lifestyle creep sneaking back in. Stay alert, because it returns the moment you stop watching. Avoid those four, and you've cleared the road ahead. Which brings us to the mindset that ties it all together. Stop thinking like a spender, and start thinking like an owner. Spenders ask what they can buy. Owners ask what they can own. Every dollar you invest is a tiny worker you hire for life. And those workers never sleep, never quit, never complain. Be patient, because wealth is built slowly and lost quickly. And above all, be boring. Boring is automatic transfers and steady investing for decades. Boring is unglamorous, repetitive, and almost guaranteed to work. The flashy path makes great stories and broke people. The boring path makes quite millionaires on average salaries. So let's bring it all home. You don't need a huge income to become wealthy. You need to protect the gap and grow it. Pay yourself first and automate it. Send your raises to your assets, not your lifestyle. Invest that gap and let compounding work for years. Raise your ceiling with new skills and a second income. Start early, dodge the traps, and stay boringly consistent. Do that, and an average salary becomes an extraordinary future. So here's my question for you. What's the first habit you are going to start this week? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one. Follow Wealth Insight Hub for money, business, and success psychology. Your future self is already thanking you. I'll see you in the next one.